So I'm out here, I have my Sony a7 III, and I have this old vintage Nikon zoom on it. And what's cuckoo is, it's manual, and when I'm saying old, it's not super old, it's not even 20 years old. Some of my lenses are from 1961 because I got into vintage lenses. I don't know what happened to me. I used to just take photos, I used to not care, I used to just use whatever was probably newest, best, whatever, but now I am doing other stuff. Because this is a manual focus lens, I'm using something called peak assist, which says that everything that is red is in focus. In this case, the whole shot is pretty much in focus, so that's not much of an example, but it just shows you how you have to do something different when you're using a manual lens. There's a couple reasons why I like doing this with vintage lenses. The photography is a little more fun because I have to kind of wrestle with everything a little bit more. But what else I like about it is that you can get crazy lenses that used to be worth thousands of dollars for like $100, and they're still the quality that made them $1,000 years ago, and all you have to do is put a little bitty adapter on your camera. I'll show you a little bit of that stuff when we get back home. Hi. A modern lens is fine. This is the 55-200 on my Fujifilm. Nothing wrong with the lens, but it sure is a little different than like the way classic lenses were made, isn't it? Like, look at the difference in the build. It's just different. So what makes this kind of fun to me is that these vintage lenses don't cost a lot. Like, I got this one. This is a 56mm lens from like 1961, and I got this for like $55. And it's beautiful. It shoots really nice pictures. Manual focus, everything is manual because I'm attaching lenses from other systems onto a different one. But it's fun. This is another Nikon lens. This is an 85mm portrait lens. And again, I think I got it for 80 bucks. No, I think I might have got this one with another lens for 80 bucks. So it's crazy that you could kind of get these great prices on what used to be very expensive top of the line lenses, and that are still in pretty great shape for what you use them for. So I guess where I'm going with all this is that it's just fun that you can do something like just shoot pictures if you want. Bloop, bloop, bloom. Take pictures of your kids, your dogs, your whatever. Landscapes, ducks, whatever the thing is you want to shoot. Or you can get like cuckoo bananas and want the most expensive cameras in the world. Or you can think, wow, this is so neat and weird and quirky, vintage lenses. I have a lens that was made in the Ukraine in the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. That's a ripoff of a Carl Zeiss lens that the Soviets cloned, and not Carl Zeiss, but the style of lens, and that is coming all the way from Kazakhstan and should arrive in a couple of weeks. It's also a lens that they used on the newer Robert Pattinson Batman movie for a couple of the scenes. Isn't that crazy? That's the thing. That's the thing I think is kind of interesting. I'm just sharing with you because it's a special interest. But the most important thing, obviously, is what do the pictures look like out of a lens like one of these classic lenses? Well, here's a few I took back in the woods.